Good morning and welcome to day 94 on the AT. My name is Mosey and this is rissaroams. Got into the shelter last night. The campsites are up the hill, so I decided to eat and do everything I had to do before I went and set up my tent, which was possibly a mistake because as I was starting to set up my tent, it started to rain a little bit. Luckily, it was just slight drizzle. Unfortunately, the tent spot was a little small for my gigantic Durston, so it took me longer to pitch than normal. But we got it done. Stuff stayed dry, so that is good. As I was falling asleep, I heard a guy roll in and set up his tent at like 9 p.m. And then I heard him roll out and leave before 6. And I'm like, how do you function on that little sleep? I do not understand. And then this morning, I was walking out of the privy, and who walks out of the shelter? Quadzilla. What? I'd been hearing he was in the park, but I hadn't seen him. Kara had been asking me every day, have you seen him yet? And, well, Kara, I saw him. And so we chatted for a little bit. Very nice guy. Now I'm rolling out and heading to Mountain Home in Front Royal. Today is going to be a hot one. Got a warning on my phone last night, a heat warning. Heat index could get up to 109 today, so that's rough. So luckily terrain looks pretty easy today, other than this climb out of the shelter. So 13.5 miles to town. So today is the day I leave Shenandoah. We're not that far from the boundary. It has been a good time. It has been very different than my first national park experience. I will say, definitely more wildlife here than I've seen anywhere else, by far. It was very different in that, constantly crossing roads, constantly going to waysides, resorts and lodges, eating food, not having to get out to resupply. So logistically, much more simple than the Smokies. Didn't even have a plan coming in here. I'd hoped that I might have gotten through here faster, but I don't regret it. I had a good time, and maybe I could have pushed myself further, but I really need new socks and shoes, guys. Ugh, my feet are raw, but it happens. We're gonna fix it soon. I will say, I think I prefer the Smokies. I loved my experience here. It was beautiful and delicious. But yeah, I don't know. I loved how remote the Smokies were. I loved the views. It was incredible. But Shenandoah, you have treated me kindly. Just stopped, got water, had a snack, less than 7 miles to town, and only a little bit of uphill left. Yellow blazing. Farewell, Shenandoah. Onward. Such a stark change. Those last couple miles in Shenandoah are the flattest, cruisiest trail ever, and then the second you leave the park boundary, you have to come down this. Oh, such a quick change. Well, I wasn't planning on stopping at the shelter past Shenandoah, but it was literally, I could see it from trail, and it had a nice, ooh, that's why you don't vlog and walk, Marissa, you tripped. Had a nice porch, so swung by just for a quick snack break. Met a guy who's going Sobo, and he gave me some great intel on Maryland and PA, so that's exciting. Have some information going forward, always good to have. Here we go, headed to town. He also said that Mountain Home was wonderful. He didn't stay there, but he just stopped by and hung out for a little while. Said that Lisa is a very good host. So here we go. Whew. The heat warning went into effect a couple hours ago, and the air is so thick I could swim in it. I don't regret stopping for that break at the shelter because I really did get some good information talking to that guy. But oh wow, if I hadn't stopped, I would almost be to town by now. I'm not that far. I'll be there in less than an hour, but ugh, it's toasty. Whew. We are almost there. There was one short little climb right before town. It was rough in that heat. Oh, but we are almost to a shower. So when I showed up, they greeted me on the patio with a cold drink before giving me a tour. Come inside. Bathroom with loaner clothes is in there. They have a little station where you can make yourself tea. They have water. Hiker box over here. They have a list of like free foods that you can take with you. And then here's the dining room where I'll have breakfast in the morning. This is my room. There's 2 twins and a queen. That one's my bed. And when you come in, you have this. So you pick out your breakfast, you pick what time, you pick what you want. You let her know what fruit you do and don't like. And then you let her know what kind of coffee you want. I chose medium roast. And then there's also this little handout. It has all these restaurants that they will drive you to. I was very excited to see Thai, but then I saw Indian. Heck yeah. So stoked for that. Just got back from resupply, and my laundry is all done. Whoop whoop.